through as the fastest of the women through to the final of the 100 meters. And we now move on to the men's semi-finals. Again, the final will take place later on. Fastest through was a South African, Charik Michael van Wyk, but there's another South African, Tembe John Monoreng, who goes in this first of the three semi-finals. So then let's meet the men.
It's very quick. It's just 100 meters semi-finals, 3 for men also, and for me it's for ladies. 2 plus 2. Semi-final.
Tembe John Monoreng goes in the inside lane.
And now please welcome in lane 1, representing the Republic of
He will do well to go further than this. South Africa, though, have plenty of great sprinters. Akani Simbine, of course, won the title in 2015.
Lane 2 representing Malaysia.
In corsia numero 2 per la Malesia,
Jonathan Nyepa from Malaysia in lane 2.
Lane 3 representing Portugal.
Then it's Portugal's Carlos Nascimento.
Carlos Nascimento.
Starting in lane 4.
Ghana have Benjamin Azamati Kwaku in lane 4. 11.43 got him through as one of the automatic qualifiers. Outside of him is the man from the Czech Republic, Dominik Zaleski. 11.42 got him through. Paulo Andre Camilo of Brazil.
Lane 7 from Chinese Taipei.
He was the second fastest with a 10.32 clocking, winning heat 4. Wang Wei-Xiu of Chinese Taipei. Of course, Chinese Taipei won this title 2 years ago. Thanks to Yang Chung-han, it lit the touch paper on a magnificent games for the host nation. Bruno Dedi, incidentally, of Japan on the outside. Well, Camilo, who was 5th at the World Junior Championships 3 years ago. He has a 10.02 clocking at his best. He has not got near that so far this year, but he is probably the favourite to win this first of 3 semi-finals. So then Monoreng in 1, Nyepa 2, Nascimento 3, Azamati Kwaku in 4, Zaleski in 5, Camilo 6, Wang in 7, and Dedi of Japan in lane 8. And away we go, clean start with everybody. Oh no, not a clean start. That was a very late gun indeed. Well, they got to the 30-meter line there before the starter decided to bring them back. Pretty much at the end of the drive phase. Well, let's have a look at this. Ooh, lane 1, I think. Oh, I don't think this is going to be good news for the South African, Tembe Monoreng. Well, they're saying a technical issue again. But, well, for me, the South African looked very jittery.
For the New Zealand athlete, it's the third attempt, and the other it's just 1.91. First attempt starting.
Well, if this is a green flag, then I think that Monoreng will have got away with one. I do hope that's the case. Here it is. Look on the right-hand side of your screen. There he goes. He just moves in his blocks and then stops.
She's still in the second position.
So then, here comes the judge. And he is standing in front of lane 2. Well, lane 2 is the Malaysian, Nyepa. And, well, he will have to leave. You can see their head on his hands on his head. He can't believe it. I must admit, I didn't spot it as him. You can see there, I think the South African there is a little surprised that they didn't come and have a word with him, the way he looked. Well, there's a little bit of confusion down there. I'm not quite sure what is going on. Well, we saw a Saudi Arabian who was given his marching orders for full starting in the preliminary round. And it looks to me as though somehow the Malaysian is going to stay in. So we are still at a full complement. It's a yellow card though, you won't be allowed to do another one. So then, at the second time of asking, the first semi-final of 3. The first 2 going through to the final, which will take place later tonight at 8:40. Oh, and that's definitely, well, and it's called back again, and the Malaysian knew it. You can see the way he just fell out of the blocks. Thought about going, and it's that classic indecision where you wonder, should I stop, should I go? I know I've done something. There you go. The fluorescent yellow in lane 2 of the Malaysian. He just head thinks forward. There it is. And I'm afraid, I think he's gone. He knew it as soon as he did it. He anticipated the gun. And that is a cardinal rule breaker. And this time, there will be no coming back from that.
That was a good jump.
Well, he's hanging around on the off chance that he gets away with it again. Well, it happens to even the greatest of them. Limford Christie was disqualified from the 1996 Olympic Games as the Olympic champion. Usain Bolt was disqualified in the 2011 World Championships. Both of those were in the final. This is the semi. And it's a green card that's coming out. Goodness me, that is surprising. It absolutely looked as though Nyepa got a full start, and for the second time he's allowed to stay in.
On your marks.
So then, can we get away at the third time of asking? And Nyepa surely will have to be a little more circumspect in lane 2. Monorang in lane 1, Nascimento in 3, as Marti Kwaku in 4, Zaleski 5, Camillo the favourite in 6, Wang in 7, and Dede in lane 8.
Set.
So this time, I hesitate to say it, but it looks like we are away, and Monorang got a good start in lane 1, but going well is the Brazilian Paulo Andre Camillo, and he's going to streak away with this. And inside him, it looked like Zaleski might have just dipped for second place for the Czech Republic. Well, that was easy for Camillo. He didn't really need to do very much for that, to be honest with you. He could just take it very easily indeed. Winning time 10.2, and it looked easy.
Now we see the live results appearing on the scoreboard. So it's confirmed Paulo Andre Camillo, Brazil, the winner, 10-20. Just a reminder, first 2 automatically qualify for the final stage.
So that time confirmed in 10.2 for Camillo, but they are taking their time with the order of the rest of them. Look at that relaxation, that's fantastic textbook stuff there. Total control from the Brazilian. And he kept his nerve as well, very well indeed. Zaleski is confirmed in second place in 10.45, the same time as Nascimento. So he's taken that on thousandths. And that is a difference between an automatic place in the final and having to wait to see what else happens.
So there was a big change for Elizabeth Heading in the third attempt of Australia, 6.29. She jumped and now she's in the fourth position. Just 2 centimeters.
We're still waiting for the rest of the classification. It was a blanket finish for the lower places. You kind of lost that because of the ease at which Camillo just pulled away. And in fourth place, it was Bruno Dede of Brazil, of Japan, in 10.5 on the outside.